Good evening, traders. Today is Monday, December 5th, 5:48 p.m. Central Time. I intentionally waited later to make this recording because I wanted to show you real time what I see in extended hours trading. I think VIX is up to something. And specifically what I'm talking about is I'm wondering if it's bluffing. I'm going to show you why. Okay, what you're looking at right now on your screen, let me zoom in a little bit. We all know this morning, huge, massive gap up. Okay, that was just like on Friday. Okay, but I want to call your attention to something. This is the 5-minute EMA, 5-minute chart. There was 4 times today. Here's the 4 arrows. 4 times today, it actually failed its EMA backtest on the 5 minutes chart. And in traditional sense, that's actually taboo, because if you can't even clear the 5-minute chart, you therefore cannot clear the 30-minute, the 65-minute, the 195-minute. See what I mean? If you can't clear the 5-minute chart, EMA 50 line, you don't have the momentum to sustain an upward movement. Okay? And this is the VIX today, the 5-minute chart. It failed, but somehow it pushed itself back up. Failed, but pushed itself back up. Okay? Towards the end of the day, in the final, we'll just say 30 minutes, or something like that. Yeah, 30 to 45 minutes. It failed and struggled, failed again, and I can tell you tonight, and I'll show you QQQ and SPY. It's not reclaiming the 5-minute chart. So this whole thing today, right here, all of this, quite possibly could have just been a bluff. Let's see what happens tomorrow, because there's a chance that VIX might go back down and fill this gap that it left. Okay, it might. Okay, so let's jump over to the charts. But before I do so, actually, this is from this morning's stock market outlook, and I wanted to. I was referring to this consolidation phase pattern right here. See that? And here, let's see. I hope you can see that. Yeah, here's where I said just completing the consolidation phase right here, right there. And so what was not anticipated, and I tweeted this, let's look at that, much deeper pullback than anticipated. This sounds crazy. Hold on, let me draw my laser pointer. Sounds crazy, but it's still making a higher low than last Friday. Okay, and I'll show you that on the real-time charts. So what I was referring to is this is last Friday's low, and it actually didn't go as low as last Friday. And this is a screenshot that was earlier, and I'll show you the real-time charts. It's actually going back up. Okay, and this is above zero. The 4 hours chart. This is the 240 minutes. 4 hours chart is above zero, and the 1 hour chart is flattening out. Okay, and I'll show that to you in a moment. Okay, let's how about we just show it to you right now? TQQQ real time. Here we go. Right here. You see the 5 minutes chart? Okay. TQQQ obviously the whole day could not reclaim the 5-minute EMA, right? The EMA 50, yeah, EMA 50 on the 5 minutes chart, which you're looking at right here. But in extended hours, it is. See that right there? Right there. It's causing separation. So this is what, and so if you keep this up, if you keep going up in extended hours, that's going to flatten out the hourly right here, which it's already doing right there. See that? It's going to start flattening out the longer this goes into the night and into tomorrow morning. And the longer the 1 hour flattens out, then the 4 hour flattens out. As you see, the 4 hour is still above the zero line. It's not like straight down. That seemed like what was happening today in the markets. So that starts to flatten out. Then it has a chance to then start to go back up above the 0 line. That's the key here. So earlier I showed you the screenshot, but here's the real-time data. See that? This is Friday. It kissed it. That's the low for Friday. This is today. It didn't quite kiss that low, but then here is this is 200. Yeah, this is 240. This is the next 4-hour block, and that's green. Okay, so what this is suggesting is, yeah, we had a 60. We'll just call it a 65% retracement. I mean, if this blue line is purple line is the 61.8, I will just call this 65. Okay, it was a 65% retracement from this very top that was left last Wednesday. Yes, last Wednesday. Sorry, Thursday. Sorry, Thursday. Last Thursday. This was the very top, and that's 65% from the very top. Okay? Believe it or not, that is still, this is a higher low compared to this, and this is a higher low compared to the original surge. Okay? The key is to watch the 4-hour. If it starts to flatten out, that's going to be the key. But it starts with a 1-hour, and before it even starts with a 1-hour, it's got to start with a 5-minute, which is what it's doing. See that? Okay, so SPY. Let's jump over to SPY. More or less the same pattern, actually. Here, let me zoom into that. Let's get even closer into that. Yeah, see, there's SPY. Looking good. SPY was unable to overtake the EMA 50 all day, understandably, but in extended hours, it looks like it's taking it back. Okay, it starts with extended hours first. I'm sorry, it starts with the 5-minute time frame first, and the longer you stay above your EMA 50, that's going to feed into the hourly, the 240-minute. See what I mean? So this is the key. It's got to stay this way while making higher lows compared to previous days in order for this rally to stay intact. Okay. And let's see, what else did I want to show you? That is basically, oh, my app just closed on me. That's okay. You know, here, let me just go back to this. Yeah, TQQQ. So, in fact, let's go to the. Let me go to the VIX. Let me go back to the VIX real fast, and then. Hold on just a few moments while I pull it up. Here we go. Just give me a few moments. I gotta, obviously didn't edit this video. Okay, almost there. Okay, so yeah, this is VIX that I showed you earlier. This is the big gap up. Lost EMA, lost EMA again, lost EMA at the end of the day, and then lost it again. And then right now it's trending under the EMA 50. How do I know it's trending under without actually looking at it? Because the fact that TQQQ and SPY is trading over it, that by definition means VIX is trading under it. Okay, so that's what I think. Right now, I think today this big huge jump up with assistance from the initial surge, I'm suspecting this is just a bluff. Because if you had legitimate strength, like when VIX was really ready to surge, like in the spring, like in May, oh, it was not losing the EMA 50 on the 5-minute time frame, right? If you can't even hold it on the 5-minute time frames, then you forget about the 30-minute, the 65-minute, the larger time frames, because you can't even hold it on the smaller time frames. Okay, so all eyes on futures tonight, guys. Okay, all eyes on futures tonight. Let's see if the pattern still holds. It was basically a 65% retracement from last Thursday so far. And it looks to have made a higher, it's still a higher low because of the surge on Wednesday was so big, but we retraced 65% of it. Okay. And so I'm going to start looking into some ways to actually see if the depth of the pullback can actually be both anticipated and calculated. I've got some thoughts on that based on some things that I'm seeing. But yeah, earlier, when I showed you that slide, the slide of this one here, this one. Yeah, the plan was just completing the consolidation phase. That I was referring to right there, right before opening bell. It's like, yeah, it's just trying to complete this. Complete this. So, but apparently, yeah, it went all the way down here to complete it. But I think it is completing that consolidation phase. So, we just got to get the MACD to stay above the zero line, especially on the 4-hour. It's just got to stay above there for this to stay alive. Okay, and so far so good based on what I showed you a little bit earlier about the extended hours for TQQQ and SPY. Okay, so that's all I've got for you guys tonight. Please follow me on Twitter if you would like more real-time updates. As I showed you that tweet earlier, that's an example. I was tweeting something real-time, my thoughts at the moment. And if you like the video, please give it a like, share, and subscribe, or be notified when I post new videos. With that, I will talk to you again tomorrow morning when we look at pre-markets and see how everything looks then. I will talk to you later.